Hello. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Hello. Can everyone hear me? We'll get started in a few minutes. I always just keep a few minutes at the beginning to let people trickle in and say hi in the chat if you feel comfortable. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, Erin. Hello, Joanne. Thanks for being here. Before we get started, Henrika, hi. Feel free to share this link on your socials before we get started. Maybe more people will join us. Sarah, hi. Can everyone hear me okay? Am I too loud, too soft? Hi, Mom. Thank you. I did not do anything special to my hair, but nice. Xiao, hi. Sounds good? Okay. Awesome. We'll wait another few minutes. Hi, Sierra. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So nice to see you in the comments. Even though this is my 8th time doing this, it's still really weird to just be alone in my room. It feels like I'm talking to myself, but I'm not. I'm not. You are here watching. And once this is over, people will watch the video. So I'm just gonna pretend that people are here in person. I'm very excited too, Mom. I'm very excited too. Wait 1 or 2 more minutes and I will get the show on the road. Erin says, I hope there will be no live animals. Why? There won't be, but why? They're not going to be in your room. No, Oscar is sound asleep in the living room. Sound asleep. Hello, hello. We're going to get started real soon. I promise. I know, Sarah. Sarah says the only live animal I demand to see is Oscar. I know, but I don't want to disturb her. She also hates the flute, so probably not today. Carrie, hi. Thanks for being here. Oh, it's so nice to see everyone. As I was saying, feel free to share the link on your socials to let people know that you're hanging out here for the next hour or so, and they might join you. How's everyone doing today? I'll get started soon. I promise. I promise. It is very cold. It was very warm the other day, and now it's very cold, and I'm sad. Okay. It's so cold, I put my little flute toque on. Make sure my flute doesn't get cold. I won't perform with it, don't worry. All right, we are going to get started. Welcome, everyone, to the 8th installment of Caitlin's Cozy Concerts, the concert series where you can remain cozy at home and not catch COVID, though some of you are probably vaccinated now, which is great, so you're for sure not going to catch COVID, for sure. Every last Saturday of the month, you can find me here on YouTube, sharing a space for discussion and reflection, as well as some flute tunes, which always include at least one composer of color and or non-male composer. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you are doing well. I begin every concert with a land acknowledgement. I would like to acknowledge that this concert is taking place in Tiohtià:ke, Montreal, on the traditional territory of the St. Lawrence Iroquoians, the Kanien'kehá:ka Mohawk, and the Haudenosaunee tribes and nations. I found this information on native-land.ca, which tells you which tribes and nations the land you live on belongs to. You can find the link to that website in the description below. I've also included a link to an interactive map, which tells you which residential schools you live closest to. The one closest to Montreal was named La Tuque, and it opened in 1963 and closed in 1978, and it was run by the Anglicans. I want to remind everyone that the last residential school in Canada only closed in 1996 when I was 2 years old. We must continue to acknowledge the history of colonization and genocide in Canada and the effects they continue to have on the Indigenous communities across the country, despite residential schools not existing anymore. I've also left a bunch of other important links and resources in the description box, so please make sure to take a look. Ask me any questions you have, but please do make sure to take a look at the other links that are there. I just want to catch up on the chat. I saw some chat things go by. Ted, hi me. Ted is me, I am Ted. Hi, not actually, but hello. Bonjour. Hello. Thank you for being here, everyone. All right, so each concert, I will be sending half of all proceeds to the Indigenous or Black communities of Montreal as a form of reparations. In the description box, I put my email address and PayPal information to encourage you to send money. So you can find that there, caitlin.berger06@gmail.com. And then on PayPal, you can go to paypal.me/CaitlinBergerFlute. You don't have to write this down or memorize it. It's down below in the description box. Lorraine, yes, okay, that's what I thought. Bonjour, Lorraine, merci d'être ici. Bonjour. The other half of the proceeds will go towards supporting the work involved in putting on these concerts, which includes, of course, practicing, purchasing sheet music, buying proper equipment, and more. And I'm in the process of considering new and better equipment, or even I have increased my internet speed, so that should be a bit better today. But I want to potentially increase it more. So your donations will help me a lot. If you send more than $10, I will send you back a link to a bonus music video with a very fun song that I recorded, and it is a different song each month. Also, if you sign up to my monthly newsletter, you will find out the name of the bonus piece or song in advance. So make sure to subscribe through the link, again, in the description box. If you send more than $10, though, just make sure to leave your email address in the message section of PayPal or eTransfer so that I can send you back that bonus video link. In general, of course, any amount helps. Don't feel bad if you can only send $2. If you still feel so inclined, I will just know that I will appreciate any and all amounts. And as my friend Nick Burgess says, no amount is too small, no amount is too large. So, hey. Last month, I was able to send $33 to Indigenous people in the Montreal area, a few people. So thank you very, very much to everyone who sent funds my way. This month, I will be sending money to the Black Healing Fund, and here is what they're all about. The Black Healing Fund is a growing volunteer-run initiative that exists to provide low-income Black folks in the Tiohtià:ke Montreal area with discretionary funding and resources that contribute to mental health and wellness. One of the main reasons for this is that they are, quote, no longer able to accept that Black people, especially queer, trans, non-binary, disabled, and low-income Black people, be expected to pay for their own healing in the system that has not only caused most of their trauma, but is continuously killing them, even in the midst of a global pandemic, end quote. I really want to keep supporting this amazing and necessary fund so that as many Black people as possible can access the care and resources they might need for their continued healing. The Black Healing Fund have currently raised just over $40,000 of their $50,000 goal on GoFundMe, which is awesome. So you can find out more about them. There's links down below. Make sure to also follow them on social media. And that's just another way that you can support this really, really awesome, important initiative. I also do want to take a moment to acknowledge the horrific attacks against the Asian community that have been happening forever, but also since the beginning of the pandemic, and most recently in Atlanta in the United States. I stand in solidarity with the Asian American community, as well as the varied and unique Asian communities around the world. In the description box, I keep saying that, but there's a lot of stuff in there, so please check it out. In the description box, I left a link to the Hollaback organization, and they're hosting free bystander intervention training to stop anti-Asian and anti-Asian American and xenophobic harassment. Please take a look and register if you can. I registered for the one on April 5th, and there may still be spots left. So let me know if you're able to register for one of the dates. Finally, I would like to announce the theme for this concert. As you already probably all know, is animals. There are many, many, many pieces in the classical music repertoire canon that seek to represent animals through the use of instruments. You have Peter and the Wolf, Carnaval des Animaux, and many, 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 many more. Typically, in these pieces, the flute represents a bird. And we are going to hear a bit of that today, but we're also going to hear from fawns and butterflies. Anything, really. And, oh, it says reconnecting. No. Is everyone still here? Okay. Okay, sorry. I never saw that message before, so I got a bit scared. Okay, sweet. Yes, so anyways, I really want the chat section to be a space where we can have discussions and have fun. So your prompt today is to tell me what your favorite animal is that you can't have as a pet. And then if you tell me one of yours, I'll tell you one of mine throughout the show. Just a preemptive reminder for this, if you are not Indigenous, you do not have a spirit animal. So just please make sure not to frame your favorite animal in that way. Thank you. It's just a favorite animal. That's all. Okay. So if you have been to even just one other concert of mine, you know what time it is. The first piece on the program, the one we all know is coming. It is a Telemann fantasy. So if you don't know, each concert I begin with one of the 12 solo flute fantasies by Telemann, who was a white German composer from the 1700s. Today I will be playing the 8th fantasy in E minor. There are 3 movements to this fantasy. The first one is very slow and heavy. I think of it as being really sad and haunting, but still beautiful. The second movement is very upbeat and spirited, as indicated by Telemann himself, but it's still fairly serious and rigid, kind of. The third and last movement is more dance-like, with syncopated rhythms and a lighter character to it than the second movement. We've got some comments. Ted says penguin. Yes, penguins are very cool. Okay, so one of my favorite animals that I can't have as a pet is a polar bear. So I've always really liked polar bears. I don't really know why, no specific reason. But when I was growing up, that was one of my favorite animals. And I know that they're, not like nice and cuddly like we want them to be. But I just think that they look really cute. Mr. Heckleton, I'm not sure if we know each other. Thank you for being here. Penguin. I think that's a penguin. The emoji looks like a penguin. Carrie says polar bear, right? Polar bears are great. Joanne or lions. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to get into this fully. I have been to Kenya, and while I was there, I did go on safari, and so I saw a lot of animals, and I did see some lions. Very majestic. Sarah says tiger. I want to live out my fantasy to be Jasmine from Aladdin, and I deserve a cute tiger cub to be my companion. I love that. Oh my God. I love that for you. Tigers are amazing. Yeah, my sister says that she remembers me liking polar bears. Yes. Lorraine says, I'm allergic to cats, but I love all cats. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so you can't have cats as pets. Yeah, cats are my favorite pet for sure. I'm definitely going to adopt one day. Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Thank you for being here. Lauren, the prompt for the chat today is to tell us what your favorite animal is that you can't have as a pet. Could be for any reason. So one of mine is polar bears. A lot of you have answered. I probably don't even have that many. I mean, a lion would be really, really cool. What are some of my favorite other animals? I'm gonna have to think about it. Wow. Okay, I'll think about it. You guys really stepped up with the comments. I am unprepared, but my main one is polar bears. Back to the Telemann. Sorry, I should have looked through the comments before I started this spiel. Anyways, I'm about to play Telemann Fantasy if you just got here. I don't really attach any kind of story or image to this fantasy. I've chosen more so to be guided by the emotions I feel as I play, as well as bringing out the implied harmony that would accompany the flute line if there was an accompanying instrument. But let me know what this piece makes you think of, a story, image, or what emotions it brings up for you, because it's always different person to person. So I will check the comments, and then I will play Telemann's 8th Fantasy for solo flute in E minor. My mom says panther. Wow, that is epic. Yes, panthers are really cool. Yeah, Lauren says she'd want a lion too. Yeah, they are very cool. Just super quickly before I play, actually, while I warm my flute up. When I was on safari, the lions I saw had just killed a gazelle. So there was like the lion mother purse lion, and then there were small children lions, and they were all covered in blood. But it was really epic. Cheetah, yeah. Pink panther. Pink panther, yes. Pink is both my favorite color, and then panther is a great animal. That's a great answer. Lorraine Alfalda, yeah, sure. I don't, you know what? I'm not even sure what edition I'm playing from, if I'm being fully honest. I think it's one of the, what's it called? One of the original, I forget the word. Anyways, let me know if your edition is different than mine. I'm curious. What manuscript? No, the when it's like the original copy, you know, in Baroque music, like Baron Rider. I don't think this is Baron Rider, but Urtext. Thank you, Lauren. Yes, I think this is the Urtext, but I'm not sure. Long story. Anyways, Telemann number 8. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. I can promise you it was not effortless. Thank you so much. This is probably one of my favorite ones. I feel like I've said that before in like one of the previous 7 that I've done, but this is definitely one of my favorite ones. And I do find it's one of the more straightforward ones for the fingers. There are some previous ones that I've played and ones that are coming up that I find can get really awkward, but this one is a lot smoother, I find, for the fingers. But also E minor is like a really nice key to begin with. Thank you, everyone. Wow, thank you. Sarah says your breath control astounds me. Thank you. Many, many, many years of practice. Oh, Ted says I'm super excited for the next one. Yeah, the next one's in E major. I have it on the backside. That's a really nice one too. I actually really, really like that one. Very, very different from the other ones. Merci, Joanne. Thank you, Xiao. Thank you. No, it's true. It's not easy to play. C'est vrai, c'est vrai. Non, Telemann, c'est assez difficile, c'est sûr. Thank you. That was really fun. All right. It's already 1:24. Sorry. Wow. I just saw the time. Okay. So we're going to, sorry, I'm trying to position my phone. What am I doing? Lorraine has the Jean-Pierre Rampal one. Yeah. Is that the international edition, perhaps? I know he did a lot of editing for international. I can't remember what, it doesn't even say on the bottom of the page. I have the whole book somewhere, but, well, I printed them, but anyways, a long time ago, yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, hi, Dad. My dad is watching. No worries. All right, so we're going to, Dad likes Jean-Pierre Rampal, yeah. For those of you who don't know, Jean-Pierre Rampal was one of the really famous flutists of the 20th century, and he edited a lot of flute pieces through the International Publishing Company. I have a few of his edits. I think for Reinecke maybe. Anyways, $11.95 at the time. Yeah, music definitely got more expensive over time. All right, so we are going to move on to the first piece that's representative of today's theme, and it's called Flightless Bird, and it was composed by Xiao Deng, who will also be playing the piano part. Xiao is here in the comments. You can say hi. And so Xiao is a young Chinese composer currently studying at McGill University. We actually met recently during the yearly vigil held on December 6th to honor the victims of the Polytechnique massacre. Xiao had one of his pieces performed during the show and reached out to collaborate with me on a flute and piano piece that he had composed, and I agreed. Hello, hi, so he's there today. Flightless Bird is a bit different from other times when a flute represents a bird in classical music. This piece seeks to represent a story involving a bird as a metaphor for our human lives. So this piece is about a bird who can't fly, as the title suggests. They feel frustrated and sad seeing their peers flying and succeeding at what birds are supposed to succeed at. In the middle of the piece, there's a section where the bird is dreaming, and they dream that they're flying up and down freely. But eventually they wake up from their dream, still unable to fly, but accepting that fact and focusing on what they can do and on the present moment. So the story that Xiao has told through his piece reflects the inner feelings of comparison that so many of us feel when we're scrolling social media or seeing what our peers are accomplishing. It's really easy to feel inadequate or like you're falling behind because people tend to share their successes more than their failures or learning moments. I have certainly dealt with the comparison bug most of my life, but I've been working on focusing on myself, on my journey, on my accomplishments and goals, and it helps so much. Xiao shared with me that one of the takeaways from this piece is to have courage of conviction in your path in life, in your dreams and desires, and to focus on doing what you love and what makes you happy, no matter what you may be lacking or what others may be doing with their lives. So without further ado, here is Flightless Bird, composed by Deng, featuring him on the piano. Of course, again, I won't be able to show you the video of him playing, but we have something planned for you coming up in the next few weeks, so just stay tuned. And by the way, this is the public premiere of this piece, so the first time that it's being played, for an audience, which is always really fun. I'm just going to set up my pink, I never fail to show you guys, pink Bluetooth speaker. Oh, wait, one second. I have a whole system going that. Okay. Oh, hi, Dad. They don't have a purple Bluetooth speaker? Oh. Sorry, that's the speaker. It always shocks me. Okay. Okay, so this is Flightless Bird, the premiere of this piece written by Deng, who is a local composer. All right. Give it up for Xiao. Wow, thank you, everyone. Lauren, thank you. Oh, wow, everyone's saying such nice things. Yeah, Aaron says, nice to see that there are modern composers still writing melodies. Yes, there are. Thank you. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Xiao. Oh, thank you. It's a great piece. I love it. It's really great. Wow, thank you. Merci. Thank you so much. It's really, yeah, it's a really special piece. Thank you, everyone. Wow, yeah, Carrie says would love to buy a copy. Definitely get in touch somehow, maybe with Xiao, or I can ask him if he's selling copies of it. It's a really, really nice piece for flute and piano for sure. Thank you. Wow, I am overwhelmed. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna keep collaborating very soon. So I don't want to give anything away, but just follow me on social media and on YouTube for the project we have coming up. Yeah. Woo. It's always really, really cool, to premiere a piece. I've done it a few times. I did it a lot when I was at Vanier and McGill with the student composers at the time. This is probably one of my favorite ones that I've done as a premiere, which is really special. It's always such an honor, of course. It's really cold. My hands are cold. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for your really, really, really nice comments. If you're just tuning in, or if you're watching this later and you decide to skip ahead for some reason, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Just a friendly reminder, I'm accepting tips and donations. You can find the information down below to send me an e-transfer or to send me money through PayPal. You have my email address and PayPal information there. Half of all the proceeds will be sent to the Black Healing Fund. Again, you have a link to their website down below. And if you send more than $10, I will send you back a link to a bonus music video. It's a different music video, different piece or song every month, by the way. So if you decide to come to a concert in the future, it's going to be a different song that time if you send more than $10. Anyways, just make sure to leave your email address in the message section of PayPal and or the e-transfer so I can send that back to you, because I don't actually see your email address when I get notified of payments, just to let you know. So I want to make sure I can send you back the link. Yeah, my sister says, it's good you've always been open to music and collaborating. Yeah, I've always loved doing that. I think it's really fun because with old pieces of music where the composer is deceased, you can't collaborate with them or kind of let them know, like, hey, what you wrote, that's hard. So it's just nice to have kind of a mutual feedback and collaboration process with composers that are living and that are making their career now. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. I think this is like the best reception of any piece I've ever played, which is amazing. I'm so glad that it was that piece that everyone seems to really, really love. That is awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Really, really appreciate the comments. We will move on, however, to the second piece on today's program under the theme of animals. Forgive me in advance for my awful Anglophone accent, but it is Danza de la Mariposa, composed by Valerie Coleman in 2011. Coleman is a renowned Black American composer and flutist. She is the founder of the Grammy-nominated wind quintet called Imani Winds, and she's written many amazing pieces for flute and chamber ensembles. Sarah says, I'm imagining you going back in time to tell a specific poser that the compost composition is hard. I would do that. Like, there are like, even sometimes it's just like one bar, but like, I actually did that once though in real life with a living composer when I was at McGill. I don't want to give any details away, but I was in the what's it called? I was in CME, the Contemporary Music Ensemble, which I really loved, and we were premiering a piece by a composer who was at McGill. And the first time we went through it, the beginning of it starts with the flute doing something to me I thought was like impossible, or at least like I knew the effect that they wanted written down wasn't going to happen. So I like literally raised my hand and was like, can we like alter this a bit because it's not going to happen? And they're like, okay, sure. So I have done this. Lauren says, yay. Yeah, this next piece is really fun for flutists. Yes. Okay. So back to Valerie Coleman and her piece. I will read to you what this piece is all about. Give me 1 second. Hey, I'm not shy. If something is not going to work out, I will tell you. Anyways, Danza de la Mariposa is a rhythmic and melodic tone poem giving the listener a tour of South America, inspired by the various species of butterflies that inhabit the continent. Full of rich and unique colors, butterflies dance and weave in syncopated rhythms within the work, while alternating between the feel of 3/4 throughout. The slower sections pay homage to the beautiful and sorrowful sounds in the style of Yaravi, a Peruvian lament song. The melodies and rhythm eventually begin to evolve into the spirit and syncopation of Argentinian concert tango, and the end returns to the feel of Yaravi. That was what the composer wrote, by the way, not me. But yes, so sorry, I'm having trouble with my phone today. This piece is really, really colorful, very charismatic, and I absolutely love it. Like, I know that this is one of those sorts of pieces that like I can't wait to perform again. I haven't even performed it yet, but like it's the kind of one that you know you're going to always have in your back pocket once you've done it like the first time. It contains some extended techniques, which you might notice, notably some singing while playing. I am no singer. My sister is. I am no singer, but today I will be singing and playing sometimes, as well as some percussive tongue effects. Coleman's explanation of this piece describes it better than I ever could. So we're just going to jump right into it. Let me know if you can hear all the different aspects that she's mentioned and included in the piece. So we have butterflies dancing all the way to Argentinian concert tango. I'd love to know your thoughts on this amazing piece, Danza de la Mariposa. It sounds so English. By Valerie Coleman. Sarah says hype. I love this. All right, we're going to pray for my fingers that are very cold. Yes, I'm Anglophone. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dance of the butterflies. Butterfly, butterflies. I'm not sure. That's what it is in English. Yeah, well, it reminds me of reconnecting again. Carrie says, my oral skills professor told me I would never be able to sing no matter how hard I work. That is so mean of them. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Oh my god. Anyways, you'll notice the singing is not singing. It's just, voice into the flute. Sorry. Yes, I saw that it cut out. I don't know why this is happening. I'm really sorry, but the explanation about the straw, Erin, was that I'm keeping the mug year round. So that's why it looks like Christmas, because it is a Christmas mug. All right. Danza de la Mariposa for solo flute by Valerie Coleman. such a fun piece. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you, Lauren. Merci, Lauren. Two different types of Laurens, kind of. Erin, you heard the singing? Right? Yeah, hours. You're right, Lauren. Yes, hours and hours. This piece. It's written so well, but it's very technically challenging. Thank you so much, Devin. Hi, Devin. Hi. Thank you. Aaron secretly hoping we'll get a piece from the musical Cats. No. Okay, the only redeemable song in that whole musical is Memory. Okay, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but that show is not good. I'm kidding. It's fine. Not my cup of tea. Yeah, you understand. I know, right? Merci. Thank you, everyone. Ah, man, I was kind of nervous, but I really want to play this again sometime. Not, maybe during these concerts, but just in general. Memory would sound nice on the flute. Actually, one of my students is learning that song. I like that song. Sarah says Andrew Lloyd Webber's my enemy. Oh my God. Yes, it's an animal themed concert, except that in the summer, because the summer is supposed to be like fun times. In the summer, I'm going to do like a movie themed concert. I'm going to do a musical theater themed concert. I think I had another one that was like more pop. Maybe I'll just do like a pop song concert as well. So I will do musical theater and maybe I'll do memory, but I'm not promising anything. You feel that we have a Blue Man Group? That's what Carrie says. Yeah, I don't think I like them either. I'm sorry, the opening to the musical Cats is the most outrageous and strange thing I've ever witnessed with my eyeballs. Like, maybe this will get me canceled. I don't know. But that show, I feel like I was on drugs. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you can't convince me that it's not weird. Erin says, feel free to shout my musical theater concert. Put the link below, Erin. My sister just did a musical theater themed concert. That was amazing. Was there Memory? Did one of you sing Memory? Anyways, put the link here, Erin. Okay, don't get me started on Cats the movie. We can't stream this for 3 hours, Dad. Okay, don't get me started, please. Carrie says, I saw Cats when I was in high school. My parents hated it. Hey. Oh, there's no Cats, Erin? Okay. Okay, we are going to move on to a piece that has an animal that's maybe just as controversial as the show Cats. I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, if you haven't already and feel comfortable doing so, let me know. I promised I'd let you know what some of my favorite animals are. Let me know what some of your favorite animals are that you can't have as pets. My number one would be polar bears. I do actually really like penguins too. I just don't really know that much about them. I can't think of animals. A lot of you said lion. I would probably say lion as well. I feel like there's so many animals on this planet. I should have prepared a list. Sorry. A possum. Devin says a possum. That's an amazing choice. Holy moly. You know what? Don't come for me, anyone, but I think raccoons are really cool. I don't really want to interact with one, but there was actually last year around this time, there was a raccoon on my fire escape, and it was like 3 times as big as I thought raccoons were. Anyways. No, Devin, opossums are very cute. I agree. Oh, I also like koalas. I like bears for some reason. Not just but not like regular bears. I don't know what I'm saying. I like polar bears. I also like koalas. I know. Are koalas bears? I don't know enough about animals. Okay, raccoons maybe are terrifying, but just to look at, they're very cute. They're very interesting. We're gonna move on. I feel like I'm saying a lot of controversial things, and I have conviction in my beliefs, but we're going to move on. The next piece on today's program is the iconic Prélude à l'après-midi d'un faun, or Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun by Claude Debussy. Now, there are a million things that I want to say about this piece. I'm going to refrain from saying all of them. I'm going to try to be succinct. Y'all know I have a hard time with that. The comments are going off. Carrie says, not when they chew through your roof and kill squirrels. Of course. Yes. Oh, yeah. My parents also had raccoons once in the chimney or something. I remember that. Sarah says Sondheim supremacy. Aaron, Sarah has no H. Just hello. Sondheim is very cool. I'm going to try and, I'm going to refrain from things. I have a whole time at the end planned. I mean, maybe some of you have to go soon, but like, sorry, I didn't want to shame you, Aaron, but I have a whole thing at the end planned for like chats with Kat. Anyways, we're going to get to that. We're going to chat a lot. So many things I want to say about musical theater. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the Prélude à l'après-midi d'un faun right now. This piece was originally composed for orchestra by Debussy, who was a white French man, and he composed this in 1894. I'm going to be playing the flute and piano arrangement because, hey, maybe I could fit an orchestra in here, maybe. But you know what? That's not what's happening today. What's happening today is that I'm playing this piece for flute and piano. So the arrangement is by Gustave Samazeuilh. By the way, if you don't know, a faun is a mythological creature that's half human, half goat, and it appears in Roman mythology. I often get confused because I'm wearing the Sagittarius necklace, which is a centaur, which is half human, half horse, I think. So sometimes I forget what the other half of these two mythological creatures are. Anyways, a faun is half human, half goat. The most famous faun, some of you may know, is probably Mr. Tumnus from the Chronicles of Narnia. Nostalgia. Anyways. A lot of work too. Yeah, Lauren. Yes. So Debussy's piece is based on the poem L'après-midi d'un faun by Stéphane Mallarmé. And this is what Debussy wrote about his piece. The music of this prelude is a very free illustration of Mallarmé's beautiful poem. Sorry. By no means does it claim to be a synthesis of it. Rather, there is a succession of scenes through which pass the desires and dreams of the faun in the heat of the afternoon. Then, tired of pursuing the timorous flight of nymphs and naiads, he succumbs to intoxicating sleep, in which he can finally realize his dreams of possession in universal nature. In 1912, a ballet version was created for this piece with the famous dancer Vaslav Nijinsky, just for one dancer. I'm pretty sure, I had the honor and pleasure of performing this piece with the Montreal Youth Symphony Orchestra, or OSGM, 5 years ago, almost to the day. I think it was maybe a week or two ago that I saw the memory crop up on Facebook. Can't believe it's been 5 years. But at the time, we performed it along with Stravinsky's Rite of Spring. We did this in a concert, but then we also did a 2-weekend run with a local professional ballet company at the Théâtre Maisonneuve, which is in downtown Montreal. The prelude, this piece, is really, really special because it begins with a flute solo, but actually like just the flute. just the flute alone in the orchestra is playing at the beginning, no one else. Oh, Aaron says I was there, great concert. Thank you. Miss the ballet company. Yeah. No, the concert was good. I was so nervous. Anyways, well, I said I'd be succinct. I'm trying really hard. The reason I say I was so nervous. So this piece begins with just the flute. The very first note, the very first phrase of this entire piece is just one single flute playing. And so it's very famous, very known to flutists everywhere. If you do auditions for orchestras, even at school, this is often asked as an excerpt that you play in the audition, which I've also done many times. But I remember being really, really happy and excited to perform this solo with my youth orchestra and to have a ballet dancer accompany the music, which is pretty awesome. This is one of my absolute favorite pieces of music ever. Like if someone just randomly came up to me and said, "What's your favorite classical music piece?" I would just go with the Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun. I'm really excited to share my love for this piece with you today. Just a little disclaimer. So I'm playing with a backing track, of course. I only was able to find one. I have a list of all sorts of places where you can find backing tracks for flute pieces, and I only found one version. And it makes some interesting musical decisions that I can't say I would do myself, but because it's a backing track, I just have to kind of follow it. So I just want you to keep it in mind, those of you who know this piece well. It's an interesting interpretation of it. So just like be excited for the point in time when I can play this piece in person with like a human person pianist with me. We'll make our own musical decisions and it'll be great. Just get excited for whenever that day is going to come. So without further ado, because I've done a lot of ado, I don't know. You guys can just watch. I'm going to play Prélude à l'après-midi d'un faune by Claude Debussy. Just a warning at the beginning, because the flute starts alone. Sorry. Because the flute starts alone, they have a click track right before I come in, and it's quite loud. So just be aware of that. Oh, it's tiring. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Sophie, hi. Thank you. Thank you, Jake. Oh, thanks, Ted and everyone. Oh, man. It's a tiring piece. It's tiring even just in the orchestra, and you would play like 3 times less than this version. Oh, thank you. Oof, yeah. It's tough, yeah. Also, like there's different arrangements of this piece for flute and piano, and like I have a different one that I bought, and then there's this one that I played, and the one with the backing track seems to be a completely other version, and but it doesn't. When I bought the track, it didn't say what it was or anything, so I had to go and like play little snippets that weren't being covered by the piano because of whatever arrangement it is. So it was a lot more playing than I normally would even do in this arrangement. So it's just like extra tiring for no reason. Yeah, Lorraine, there's definitely different ones. Do you have the one I bought a while ago is the I forget the name. The international edition, I think it is. I forget. Yeah, it's hard. It's it's fine, but it's just hard. Lots of emotion, lots of notes, the long piece. So, yeah. But yeah, so that was based on a poem about a faun. Yes. I encourage you to watch watch an orchestra play the orchestral version, which is the original version. So in this arrangement, it's like you're playing all the different instruments parts yourself, basically. Oh yeah, like the Lorraine, like the Taffenet Gobert, or like Taffenet's like pieces. But Taffenet Gobert is the Bible. Let me know also if it like cut out or anything while I was playing. I couldn't see, so I'm sorry if it did. Yeah, Taffenet Gobert. Yeah. Of course, that's it's such a great book to use. I have mine somewhere here. Souvenir from 1980. Yeah. Wow. All right. So we have arrived at the last piece on today's program. Before I do tell you about it, just want to remind you that I am accepting tips or donations. Half of anything that I get will be sent to the Black Healing Fund. You can find out all the information about the Black Healing Fund below, as well as my email address and PayPal information to send me an e-transfer or make a PayPal payment. If you send more than $10, I will send you back a link to a private music video, bonus music video. The link is private. Anyways, bonus music video, and I record a different one each month. Anyways, yes. So if you do that, if you send more than $10, just make sure to include your email address in the message section, and I'll be able to send you back that link. All right. Most importantly, I do want to say just thank you for being here, of course. If you've tuned in the past, if it's your first time tuning in today, or if you're watching when it's not live, if you're just watching the recap, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your support, the comments. I really support everyone. I really appreciate everyone being here with me, since I can't do these concerts in person, but even so, a lot of you aren't even living in Montreal, some of you at least. So it's just kind of cool that I can connect with you through live stream, and it's really just great to know that you're willing to watch on a Saturday afternoon. Anyways, I just want to say thank you. So the final piece is a really fun one. It is by Antonio Vivaldi. It's his third flute concerto in D major. and it's otherwise known as the Goldfinch Concerto. Now, typically, I just want to mention concertos are usually played at the beginning of concert programs, but my programs aren't very typical. So, anyways, so Vivaldi was a white Italian man living in the Baroque period, and the Goldfinch Concerto was composed around 1728. I don't actually know that much about birds, if I'm being fully honest. Despite having some tattooed on my arm, it's kind of hard to see. But anyways, I looked into it. Okay, I did my research. A goldfinch is a small bird from the finch family, and believe it or not, it makes like tweeting noises, like you might expect a bird to do. That is the extent of my knowledge about goldfinches, but hey, if you know more about these animals than me, feel free to drop it in the comments. So you will definitely hear the bird-like influence in this piece, and just like with Coleman's piece, Danza della Mariposa, it's meant to actually sound like the animal it's about. Aaron says not to be confused with a green finch. Haha, that's funny. Hashtag Sweeney Todd. Good one. Good one. So there are 3 movements to this concerto. Don't worry, it's not very long. So it begins with a fast movement, then we have a slow one, then we have a fast one. Sorry. Coughing a lot today. I'm not sick. It's okay. I think it's a really happy and peppy piece. I'm excited to play it for you. So without further ado, here is Vivaldi's Goldfinch Concerto. And the accompaniment I'm using is from the website Tomplay. It's a string and harpsichord accompaniment, which is really fun. Just bear with me with the accompaniment. So I have to change tracks between each movement, and it takes a little long, but it's because if I have all the tracks up on my browser, it often uses too much of my computer's brain power. So I just don't want to risk it cutting out or anything like that. It's taking a while to load. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's taking so long to load. I don't want to break the magic, but I broke it. Okay. Yay. Oh, thank you. Merci, thank you. I also saved the best for last. Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's actually pretty hard. There's some parts that are really hard. Did you hear the like bird sounds? Did it sound like a bird? I feel like it does. Les bouts avec une double cloche, oui, c'est vraiment difficile. In the first movement, dans le premier mouvement, il y a le ré, la au-dessus de la portée à ré, la, ré, la, ré, la, ré. C'est très difficile. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah, it sounds like birds. Super chirpy. Yeah, right? Yeah. It's tough. Thank you to Sophie, my friend Sophie, who recommended this piece to me. I had heard the name, but I had never really heard it or anything. And then and usually I look for pieces for like flute and piano, and I don't think I've done any concertos this whole time. But luckily I found the track on Tomplay. I was really surprised. Yeah, thank you, Sophie. J'adore les sons d'oiseaux avec la flûte. I know, yeah. Like I was saying at the beginning of the concert, most of the time, specifically in orchestral music, when the orchestra is like playing a piece about animals, the flute is always a bird. Or in pieces that maybe aren't about animals, but like at one part they're supposed to be animals, the flute is always the bird. And it can be really, really hard. Like Peter and the Wolf is really hard. I love that piece and I really like playing it, but it's really hard. It's really challenging. And probably the most like famous to flutists orchestral excerpt where the flute is a bird is Volière, which is in Carnaval des Animaux by Saint-Saëns. It's this really short but really fast movement where the it's about birds. And so the flute is doing these really, really fast double tonguing passages. It's like basically, to me, it's like the hardest orchestral excerpt. I've done it a few times for auditions, and I was not going to do that today. Yeah, Sophie played a version of the Vivaldi for clarinet. Very cool. Vivaldi seems easy, but it's not. That is extremely true with a lot of Baroque music, honestly. A lot of Baroque music, you look at it and you're like, okay, it's like scales and arpeggios. But, to get the style right and sometimes it's actually just technically difficult. Like in the first movement, the A to D, like for the flute, it's a really hard thing for the fingers and the air and everything. So it looks straightforward, but yeah, definitely not easy. Jake says, "Gotta go." Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence. Thank you. Take care. Volière is not easy at all. No, to me, it's one of the hardest things to ever do on the flute. I really double tonguing is not my strong suit, so and every time I have to learn an orchestral excerpt where it's like Peter and the Wolf or Volière, which is like bird stuff. I remember posting on Facebook once, I was just like, sometimes birds are just slow, okay? Like, why do these pieces always have to be so fast? Oh, it's so hard. But I like this Vivaldi one. I think it's like an appropriate amount of fast and difficult, but it still really sounds like a bird for the most part. The middle movement is just kind of like random, but anyways. Why? But yeah. I like Peter and the Wolf though. Peter and the Wolf is extremely hard, but it's more manageable for me. Volière is less so. My mom says, "À ton prochain concert." Thank you. Moi aussi. We have arrived, indeed, at the end of the show. I hope you had fun. I certainly had a lot of fun, probably the most fun I've ever had in these concerts, thanks to your presence and all the comments. I love how interactive this has been. It just brings me a lot of joy. So thank you so much for being here. Of course, I hope to host these concerts in person later on this year. I would still like to keep the live stream function because like I said, probably half of you or more that are here today don't actually live in Montreal. So I would love to keep live streaming my concerts in general in the future. But for the moment, they will just be live streamed, not in person at all. Nice to meet you too, Lorraine. Yeah, thank you, Joanne, for inviting Lorraine to this concert. It's nice to meet you. So, last reminder, of course, that I'm accepting tips and donations through e-transfer and PayPal. You can think of it as attending a local concert and think about what those ticket prices usually are. Anywhere between $10 and $20 is kind of the norm for maybe like a local concert, especially one that I would host in person. And you can send that amount if you're so inclined. Of course, no pressure at all. I truly just appreciate your presence. Lauren says, "Thank you for sharing all this music with us. I really enjoyed listening to you." Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. Let me know when you have any concerts or recitals that are being live streamed. I would love to listen to you. Lauren is a wonderful flutist. I mean, a lot of people here today are wonderful musicians. So I don't want to, anyways. But Lauren is really a wonderful flutist that I met on Instagram. And so, yeah, thank you so much, Lauren. What was I going to say? Yes, please make sure to check out all the links and resources I left in the description box. They're going to stay there. I never take the links away once the live stream ends. The live streams stay on my channel. I changed the description box a little bit, but all the links and resources are always going to be there. So please make sure you can open up the links and bookmark them, take a look later, do what you have to do, but please take a look at the resources I left there. And at the same time, you can mark your calendar for the next concert, number 9, which is going to be Saturday, April 24th, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time now, I think is the time zone, Montreal time zone. I'm going to announce the title of the concert, but Lauren says I have a recital on April 14th if anyone's interested. Yes, Lauren. If you have like an event page already or something, drop the link in the comment section in the chat. I would love to watch. Oh, so exciting. Yeah, it's true. It's recital season for students, basically, in university. I'm not in university anymore, so I forgot about that. Definitely recital season coming up. So the next concert of mine on April 24th, the title is The World Around Us. Can you guess the theme from that? Yeah. So thank you so much. Happy Passover to my fellow Jews. Happy Passover. And I kind of mentioned this earlier. I have trouble stopping live streams because I really like talking. So we're going to have a segment called Chats with Kat. No, I don't use that nickname. Don't use it for me. But I like alliteration and rhyming. So Chats with Kat. Bye, Lorraine. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Merci. Oh, Aaron says time to whip out the cardboard for 8 days. Yeah, I'll be transparent. I don't. I guess I don't celebrate Passover in the sense of like abiding by the customs you're supposed to abide by. But yes, Lauren, please send me the link on Instagram. I'll post it on my page. I'll share it on my socials as well as attending. I hope I can attend. I don't know what day of the week that is, but yeah. Cat, yeah, no, I don't, sorry. So the segment is called Chats with Cat, but that's not my nickname. I don't have a nickname, but I just needed something that rhymed. It's just the time of the concert where I say, let me know how you are. What'd you think of the concert? We can just chat and have a bit of a discussion while I put my flute away. This time I'll put my flute away so it looks like I'm doing something while we talk. But it's just because I have trouble stopping the stream. So I'm just going to stay here. You are free to leave if you need to leave. Don't feel bad. I'll just be here for the next few minutes chatting with y'all until everyone leaves or until I decide that we're going to stop streaming, basically. It's a Wednesday. Okay. Depending on the time, I might not be able to make it, but I'm going to have to check. Oh, thank you, Lauren. The Coleman, yeah. I was kind of nervous, so it wasn't like as clean as I wanted it to be. But for a first time, I think it was pretty good. I was happy with it. I already want to perform it again. Like it's one of those pieces that I'm going to keep in my rotation when I have the chance to decide to program. 6 p.m. CST. Oh, I might not be able to make it. I think I teach at that time. Oh no. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Bye, Joanne. Bye. Merci d'être là. Yeah. The Coleman, the piece I played, is really, really tough at first. And it took me a while to kind of figure out, how to approach the different sections and what to make of some sections. But yeah, no, I love it. I love it now. Oh man, Lauren, I'm gonna have to check, but I might not be able to make it. But if it's a live stream, like if it stays up or something, like I will definitely watch it for sure. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to watch it after for sure. Sweet. I'm gonna start putting my flute away, but I will stay here. I'll be here. Don't worry. But yeah, this was so fun. I am looking into some I'm looking to upgrade my audio equipment if that persuades any of y'all to help me out financially. So that's going to be on my mind for a little while. Hopefully the quality will be a bit better in the future. I know it's not the best right now, but the musical theater chat going. Erin, did you know that Sarah is also a musical theater nerd? Sarah is my best friend since we were 5. It's been 21 years. Jesus. Is anyone on TikTok? Because TikTok has some really funny musical theater, like people and videos and stuff. My favorite is like people who like make up random parts or songs to a certain composer's like musical style. So like Sondheim, and it's just like and they just like make up a random like thing that sounds like Sondheim. Those are so funny. Thank you so much, Lauren. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the next one. I hope I can make your concert. If not, I will, or recital, I will definitely watch it. Bye, Lauren. Yeah. Wait, Aaron said, what did you say? I did not do. Oh, yeah. Is it? Oh, inappropriate Patty. No, there's also a Broadway Bob on TikTok. He mostly does like Patty content. Yeah, I'll have to check out the other guy. There's so many people who do Patty LuPone impressions. And there's this one video where someone, or maybe it was a tweet or something, I can't remember now. Someone was like, you know, you can't actually overdo Patty LuPone impressions. Like, no matter how extreme they are, they still sound like Patty LuPone. And I would agree. Not in a mean way. Like, she's an icon. She's an icon. She's just so, her style is so funny. Sorry, I'm putting my flute away. Her voice is so unique. I mean, I do laugh. I'm sorry. She is a little over the top, but like, you kind of have to be over the top in musical theater, right? Like, you can't overdo Patty's like isms, you know? I find that so funny though. Oh, I should have showed you guys. This is the cover of Valerie Coleman's piece. I don't know if it's inverted or not, but anyways, isn't it pretty? So pretty. I do really like butterflies. I guess that would be another one that I like can't have as a pet technically. Oh, and this is Valerie Coleman. This is her. Yeah, it's a really nice cover, eh? Yeah. Butterflies. Oh my god, the word for butterfly in German, I think it's Schmetterling or something. Schmetterling. I don't know a lot of German anymore. I forget it. I love also the TikToks where it's like I learned German like a few years ago, but there's like these TikToks that use Google Translate. So they'll take a word, like, I don't know, it's like a common word, and they'll use Google Translate to show you what that word is in different languages. And it's usually like something similar to English, or like it sounds similar to the word in English. And then you always get to German and it's something like completely out of left field that sounds like super aggressive. My favorites are you should look up the German translation for the birth control pill. Look up the German translation for hospital or ambulance. I think it's ambulance, but look up hospital and ambulance in German. Also look up baby in German, because that's funny. Oh my god, yeah. Krankenwagen. I know. This is so funny. Like, it's such a cool language. Ambulance, yeah. Oh, okay, no. Maybe try Sophie, try like just birth control. Or try birth control pill. It's specifically birth control pill. That's kind of funny. But I don't want to give it away. Sure, Mom. Yeah, you could FaceTime me. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I'll let you guys go soon. I know. Thank you for still being here, though, some of you. I think this is the most people that's attended, which is really, really cool. Yeah, anti-baby pilling. So funny. Aaron says, look up I Love You, Moses on YouTube. Okay. I'm not going to look it up now, but yeah, no, Sophie, that's it. That's it. It's the birth control pill in German is anti-baby pillen, which sounds like it could be translated into English as anti-baby pill. I find that so funny. so funny. Oh my God. Yeah. No one guessed. So the title for next month's concert is The World Around Us. What's the theme? What's the theme? Make sure to subscribe to my newsletter, by the way, guys, because I will tell you things in advance. I'll tell you things about the concert in advance. In my newsletter, I tell you what I've been up to personally and professionally. Very cozy. It's called Caitlin's Cozy Newsletter. It's not alliterative, but it's fine. And what else do I do in the newsletter? I give you a million recommendations of things to watch, listen to, and read. But yes, you will get info about the concerts a bit ahead of time. Bye, Mom. Sophie says, non-Western music? No. Erin says the environment. Kind of. Yeah, nature. I guess the environment actually is more accurate for the choice of pieces I chose. It's not, I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to announce the program yet. But yeah, nature basically. Bye, Sarah. Thank you for being here. I love you too. Thank you. I'm in awe of you too. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Okay, because y'all are special and you're sticking around to the end, and probably people who are watching this in the future probably won't even watch to this point. I will tell you about one of the pieces on the next program, which is, wait, let me get it up. Okay, so this is a secret. Hopefully no one else sees this, but it's okay. Yeah, perks. So it's called Floating in Space by Kina, I think is how to pronounce it. Kina or Kina? I think Kina Wilkins. I think she's Australian. It says so. One sec. There's like all this. Okay, so she is a composer, pianist, flautist, teacher in Sydney, Australia. So it's called Floating in Space, and it's for flute and nebulae. So basically, there's a track that goes with this piece. And the track, it says the track was obtained by astronomer Paul Francis using a spectrograph to gain audible sounds from electromagnetic waves from various nebulae. These sounds produce clear pitches closely linked to the harmonic series, in this case centering on F and C. So it's like from space. Nebula. No. I think, anyways, astronomer. That's about space, right? Yeah, floating in space. That's what the piece is called. So I'm going to be accompanied by a track with sounds from space. Hello. Wow. Don't want to miss that, people. You don't want to miss that. So that's really cool. I haven't listened to the track yet. I haven't started learning them. I had a lot to do this month. Anyways, yes, yeah. So that's that. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's what I think. That is what I think as well. I feel like I just need to have a podcast. Like, I like talking so much. And my computer's video quality is not that great. Neither is my internet. So maybe I should do a podcast. Sorry, I'm having random thoughts now. Well, yeah, but I have a Blue Yeti, which is better than the Snowball. For talking, at least. No, the mic I have is good for talking. I've had issues with playing, which is why I'm looking to upgrade, but a lot to consider. So whoever's still here, if you didn't already donate and you like these concerts, but you thought, hey, Caitlin, the quality could be better. I agree. But sound and not my flute playing, sound and video. This is what half of the money I receive would be going to. Mostly it goes to purchasing the sheet music because I don't get $1 million each concert. But yeah, mic recording. I'll let you know what I'm looking into. There's so many things to consider, so many options, and I might get like, depending on what my budget's able to be in the coming months, I might just invest into like an actual proper, standalone mic that would connect to an interface, which I would have to buy as well. But I could use it for recording and live streaming because it's just, its own thing. It wouldn't be a USB mic. So I might do that, but I also need like a stand for the mic and that sort of thing. So yeah, what'd your friend Jessica tell you about, Erin? I will let y'all go soon. I know it's dwindling out. Trust me. Okay, cool. I will wrap this up. Thank you, whoever is left. Obviously, most of you are gone, but thank you anyways. Yeah, next concert is April 24th, 1 p.m. Montreal time. I think it's Eastern Daylight Time. I think that. So yeah, and the theme will be nature. Make sure to subscribe to my newsletter. Subscribe. You're gonna get some fun things in the next one. And thank you again. And I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye, everyone.